Hello and welcome to Irish Football Fan TV. I'm delighted to be joined by Dundalk's Brian Gartland. Are you the captain this year?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I was going to say captain, but we don't know. We'll soon find out. How are you looking forward to the season ahead? It's been a roller coaster. I suppose last 2 years you got injured last season. How is the injury, I suppose, firstly?
The injury's good. Knee feels good. Just going on an appointment now. To an appointment for a checkup.
That's why you have to leg it.
Yeah, that's why I'm rushing you here. But yeah, it's been good. I've played 2 half in pre-season. I've been training flat out and stuff like that, so the knee's good. It's just getting the body up to full speed, going from obviously a year without matches, getting back up. You got to go through the protocols and all the stages.
Okay, and just Steve O'Donnell's come in there. You know him well. You've played with him. You know what he's all about. What's he been like as a manager? And I suppose how has the new squad been assembled and how have they settled in?
Yeah, Gaffer's been brilliant. He's, like you said, I know him in terms of his leadership skills, his ability as a footballer and his footballing brain. So, none of that was a surprise to me coming in. But obviously it's not just Stephen. You've got Dave Mackey and Patrick Craig, Liam Burns and the rest of the coaching staff, and the sessions have been really good, like really purposeful, and the intensity that's driven from the side, from the management, it just makes for a really good environment. The young lads, we've signed a lot of young lads in, we've a lot of new players. I think against Galway there we'd 1 player in the starting 11 from last year that was at the club last year, so that sort of signals, I suppose, the changeover and the new start for the club on and off the pitch, a whole new management team. But the best thing about it is, like I said, that the group, players, staff, management it's just been really enjoyable. You love going into work every day. It's great crack, but there's a real hunger and a real drive, that the intensity of sessions and the intensity of football, and if it ever does drop and people the laugh sort of overtakes that and the crack is a bit more, management remind you about it in a nice way.
Yeah.
That's always reiterated, that we're here to win, we're here to compete, we're here to get better and to progress. So it's been great so far.
Yeah, and you've brought players back in like Robbie Benson, huge character, probably missed him when he left. John Mountney, you have yourself there, you have Pat Hubin, so you have 4 pretty big characters there to mix in with those youth players. And as you said, if things kind of carry on a bit, then you to step in as the senior figures too. Yeah,
listen, like you asked me the question there about whether I was captain or not. I don't know, and it doesn't matter, because you named a few players there, and I'm just thinking
I might be missing a few.
I'm thinking about the people you didn't name. Like, you've got Andy Boyle, Darragh Leahy is the ultimate professional. I know he's only young, but he's so much experience, the ultimate professional. Mark Conley, a centre half that's come in with a full career behind him in England, and he's been excellent, really vocal and real leader. And then there's plenty more throughout the park. Like Greg Sloggett's developing the whole time, and his work ethic is phenomenal, and it could keep going on. So
you'd almost forget.
We've got a great group and a great mix between experience, but experience with hunger. Like, whether it's me or Boyle now, we just want to win.
Well, you've won things in the past, so you have high standards, so that's understandable.
And that's it. And there is that hunger still there, but you've got the young lads where there is no ceiling as well. You can't tell them they can't do anything, because you can't tell them they can't do that trick, or you can't pull off that goal and they'll go and score it. So there's a great mix, but the biggest thing is you've got good characters, you've got humble people, and you've got hard workers, and that's the foundation you need for anything to be successful and develop. So hopefully it is.
Yeah, just I don't want to put you on the spot, but what would be a good season for the Dundalk in your own point of view?
You don't want to put me on the spot, but you will.
I've asked a lot of the players.
Yeah, no, listen, and that's I'm completely realistic in it. Like I said, there's a hell of a lot of new players in the squad, so there's some that are still there and some that are back, but it's a new team together with a new management and new owners at the club, so it's a complete restart. And obviously we're trying to build something, and it's in a very competitive league where Rovers have ran away with the league, and it's theirs to lose. Derry have bags of cash, as Rory was walking around with here earlier.
I think someone was falling out of his pocket there.
And they've made great signings. We know that because a few of our lads have gone there and they're excellent footballers. Pats have done really well last year, and then they've increased you know, the budget again, signed on Doyle and other players. Balls have kicked on again, so it's a really
be there.
and Shell's obviously going up and going full time. The club's running really well. Sligo into European money, and the structures in the club really well. Drogheda are so competitive. Finn Harps is always really difficult. Like, they're in the league a few years now, and UCD up again. You know, they're always come back up because they just play good progressive football. So it's a really competitive league. I'm not pinning any position on us. We want to be as high up the table as we can, but what we need to do is take it game by game. That's it. And I think the pressure's on other clubs because, listen, we're at a starting block here. All those other clubs are further along than our club at the moment. So ask me then in a few months or halfway through the season, and I'll be able to give you a better
I think that's a fair assessment. And I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I'll answer it honestly. But like I said, like, we're hungry, we're hard working, and we just want to win every single game. But it's game by game, and then we'll see where it can take us and see, you know, what we can do. But like I said, with a lot of new players, new management, everything like that, you know, you got to be realistic, and we'll just compete as best we can.
Absolutely. Well, I know you're in a rush, so I won't keep you any longer. Thanks very much for your time, and best luck for the season ahead. All right.
Thanks. Cheers.
Top man.